Nick was almost late for his first flight. After finally catching the plane, he found that his seat was occupied by a little boy. Nick politely told the boy that it was his seat. Unexpectedly, the boy not only ignored him, but also hit him with the ball in his hand. Just when Nick was about to lose his temper, a stewardess came over and took him to the first-class cabin without saying anything. At this time, Annie in the first-class cabin was being harassed by a greasy uncle. Seeing Nick coming, she immediately pulled him to sit next to her and took the opportunity to get rid of the harassment. The greasy man was tactful and stopped harassing. After the plane took off, Annie turned on the computer and started to work. Nick on the side kept fiddling with the seat buttons, trying to find the most comfortable angle. At this time, the stewardess came over and asked them what they wanted to eat. Annie casually ordered lobster. Seeing this, Nick also ordered lobster in the same way, but the stewardess told Nick that he was upgraded from the economy class for free and could not order food. Anne was amused by this scene, while Nick felt extremely embarrassed. Suddenly, there was thunder and lightning outside the window, and the plane shook violently. The captain urgently informed that the plane was entering a strong airflow area. Nick noticed Anne's nervousness and hurriedly comforted her. When he was about to ask the stewardess for help, he saw that the stewardess had tied him tightly to the safety seat and silently prayed for God's blessing. The cabin lights went out immediately, and Anne subconsciously held Nick's hand tightly. After the plane landed safely, Anne realized that she was still holding his hand and apologized awkwardly. When Anne packed her luggage and prepared to leave, Nick finally plucked up the courage and asked her name. After Anne left, Nick suddenly found that she had left the USB flash drive on the seat. He quickly unbuckled his seatbelt and chased after her, but Anne had already left in her friend's car. The next day, Anne walked into the company with full aura, and every colleague around her greeted her respectfully. But as soon as she left, everyone couldn't help but talk about her behind her back. It turned out that Annie was a designer for a well-known local fashion magazine and was a strong candidate for the next design director. However, when she walked into the office, her boss told her that the position had been given to her competitor, Mary. Annie couldn't believe it. The boss told Annie that Mary was cheerful, got along well with her colleagues, and was creative. Although Annie had strong professional ability, she was too serious and not good at communication. Hearing this, Annie was speechless, so Annie could only choose to work crazy to numb herself. But at this moment, she found that her USB drive was missing. At this moment, the long-suppressed emotions completely collapsed her.